Hello friends, uh, we have been doing sessions from 19 to 23, and the broad topic was how to talk about various actions. And last time we had done some roots from session 22, and I think three were remaining from session 3, three roots and related words, which we will do today. So last time we had done titillate, adulate and proscribe, I guess. Before that we have also done disparage and equivocate, and today we are going to do obviate, militate and malign. These three words, their roots, and the other related words from the roots and prefixes and suffixes, whatever relevant. Okay, so our first root is via. Now via is a Latin root which simply means road or the way. So we have so many words from via. So the most common one which you might have heard is that certain trains, they from their destination or from their source to their destination, when they go, so they cross. So our first route is via, and which comes from Latin language, and it simply means, you can say, road or the way. Okay, so we have so many words in English language in which you will find this word either directly expressed or somewhere hidden in that particular word. So let us see how we find these words in English language. So one thing is that this word can be directly used in our language. So like when we say that certain trains, for example, when they leave from certain sources and to their destination, so they pass through certain stations or places. So what is said, that the train is passing from the source to destination via some route. Okay, via is through here. Okay, so literally what it means, that the train is going through the route or through the road, not of course road but the railway track, but through some road or through some way. Okay, so for example, this Prayagraj train which we have, it goes from Allahabad to New Delhi via Kanpur. Okay, so the Kanpur is on the way, right? So via such route, you can go to any place via such or via any particular route or via any certain way. Okay, so this is how this word is directly used in our language, and then we see how this is hidden in many other common words, and the meaning of these words also we might know, but we might not be aware of this root. So one such word is obvious. Okay, so here if you see, via is hidden somewhere here, and as you probably know, that obvious means something which is quite open, something which is quite clear, okay, and evident also, which can be easily seen, is obvious. Now why and how this via word is there? So just see, like if there is a road and something is lying on the road, let's say a box, okay, then this box is easily visible to anybody. Okay, so what we say, it's obvious, it's on the road. So when we say something is obvious, then it is as clear as being visible on the road. Okay, so this is how we use this word obvious, and this is how this root is hidden there in the word obvious. Okay, one word is there which is called trivial or trivia. Okay, trivia is anything which is unimportant. Okay, which is unimportant. So trivia or trivial can be anything or any part of our life which is not so important and which doesn't require much attention or consideration to be discussed. So that particular part or of our life or action, or it could be anything, is called trivia. Okay, so it's very common, right? Very common and does not require much attention. Okay, so how do we use this word? Like there can be, so it's used as an adjective. So there can be like a trivial or trivia or trivial question. Okay, trivial thing and trivial question. When we say that there is a trivial question, or if somebody asks a question which is not very important or which should not be discussed, okay, or which should not be given much time, then that is called a trivial question. Okay, not so important. Now there can be a trivial medicine. Okay, like for a grave disease, if you suggest very normal medicine and then you say that it can cure the disease from its root, then we can say it's a trivial medicine. Okay, so trivial medicine, trivial cure. Okay, so just like that. Now why we are discussing this word? Because here also we have this word via, and we take this word or the meaning of this word figuratively here. How? Because just come back to our example of a box which is lying on the road. So if something is lying on the road, it is usually an unimportant thing. Okay, so on the road only unimportant common things will lie. All the important things which are there, that will be kept within the walls. Okay, so on the road is something uncommon and therefore trivial or trivia. Okay, so this is another word, and we see how this via is used figuratively here, not directly. Once again, via and its figurative use is there in the word obviate. Okay, now obviate is when you remove the possibility of something. Okay, remove the possibility of something or some event, right? So something will be there if that particular thing obviates the necessity of or the necessity of something else, then that particular thing is removing the necessity or removing the possibility of certain other thing. Okay, so how that is used? Let's say that if you have a good job, okay, so having a good job will obviate all the financial troubles. Okay, so good job will obviate means will remove the possibility of something. Will, so good job will obviate the possibility of financial problems, right? Now why this word or why this root via is here? Because if something is on the road, when you kick it or when you throw it away, then what you are doing, then you are, you know, taking this particular thing away from your path. Okay, so you are removing this from your path. Okay, so ob is something like ob is to remove. Okay, and via or via is like root, so remove something from your root. Okay, so if you have a good job, it will remove the financial troubles from the root of your life. So that is how we use this word or this root figuratively. Okay, so obviate. Now there are many other words also. One is by vs. Now by, as you already know, by is to and vs is ways. So we say of something or some place as by vs. Now if a place is by vs, then there are two ways or two roads leading to that place, as simple as that. Okay, it can be any city or any particular place, or even some kind of mental state. Now trivius can be what? As you can guess, it can be any place, or let's say any city, and if you want to go to that city, you have three ways to reach to that city. Okay, three different ways, then that city is trivius, or the ways are trivius. Okay, bivius and trivius. One more word is there, voyage. Okay, now voyage is generally a long expedition or journey, and especially through sea or even in cosmos or the space. Okay, so a long journey is called a voyage. Now here also somewhere deep within via root is hidden, and via simply means the road or the way. So the meaning of this particular root you can easily see in our word voyage. Okay, now we move to our next root, which is militis. Okay, and militis simply means fighter. Okay, a fighter, anybody who fights is a militis. Okay, and we have many common words from this root. One is of course militants. Okay, so militants are people generally who fight. Militants are people who fight, and in fact this word can be used positively also and negatively also. Okay, so it depends on the context. Positively, like in a particular nation's army, you know, the army officers, soldiers, they can be called militants who fight. Okay, and negatively, like certain terrorists, they also can be called militants because they are fighting, you know, to justify their demands or to pressurize somebody else to accept their demands with force. So they are also militants. Sometimes students are also called, when they are protesting, they are called militants. Okay, so this word has a number of, you know, different connotations. It can be positive also, and it can be negative also. Now another common word, military, you already know. Okay, so this is the entire body or the organization where you have a lot of soldiers or militants. Okay, military, this one is also coming from our root militis. Okay, now one verb is there which is used in a specific way. This is called militate. Okay, and you will find this word as being used in this particular way, militate against, then there will be something also. So something will militate against something. Okay, so this is how this word is used. So militate against in such a phrase. So how? So let's say one thing is x, one thing is y, and if x is simply present, then it will militate against the possibility of y. That is the technical definition. And let us take one example that might help you. So let's say that you want to speak English, before a large audience. And generally when you are talking to your friends or to your family members, then you can speak English quite comfortably. But let's say that there is a large gathering and large number of people are there, okay, and in fact chief guests are also there. Let's say some ministers are there, and you are then about to speak something, right? So you have to speak something. Now how you will use this word here, militate? The presence of ministers militates against my speaking abilities. Okay, the presence of ministers militates against my speaking abilities. If you are unable to speak here because of their presence. Okay, this is how this word is used. Something will militate against the possibility of something else. Now we have our last root, and this is very important root, mal or mal. And mal simply means something bad, okay, or something evil. In fact, in Hindi or Sanskrit also we have this common word mal. Okay, so mal is something like impurity or something bad, right? So wherever and whenever in English words you find mal root, you simply can guess that and this is generally used as a as a suffix, as a prefix. Okay, so whenever this prefix is there and to which it is attached, it will suggest that that particular thing is being bad or evil, or badly adjusted or happening in the world. Okay, so let us see various examples which are there. So this is always something bad, and our first word is malign. It's a verb, so you will malign somebody. You will malign somebody. So if you malign somebody, then what you do, you criticize that person. Okay, and not only criticize, you defame that person. You defame that person, and not only defame, you also say something bad about that person, and generally that bad thing is gonna be something false. Okay, so person has a certain image and you are maligning it by telling so many bad things about that person. Okay, our next word is malignant or malignancy. So something malignant or malignancy is related to certain disease. Okay, it's as simple as that. And disease is always something unpleasant and something bad. Okay, so there can be a malignant cancerous cell in your body or in someone's body. Okay, so this is full of things which can cause disease. Okay, so malignant or malignancy. Now something is malediction. Now two roots are there, one is mal and diction. I think I have told you, diction is to say something or it's your speech. Okay, so whenever you curse somebody or say something very harsh, or something extremely negative and bad about something, that can be called a malediction, and you know, generally a curse is called a malediction. Okay, so two roots, mal and diction, bad speech or bad saying, right? Now malevolent is another word. Mal is bad and volent is something like feeling, another root is there. Okay, so this root will also come in many other words. It's something like feeling. Okay, so malevolent is a person because it's an adjective, and a person is gonna be a malevolent person, and that person is going to have so much bad or so much evil feelings about other people, okay, or about the world in general. Okay, so malevolent. Now the same person who is malevolent will be called a malefactor. Okay, the factor is the doer. So the malevolent person will not be called malevolenter or something like that, but malefactor. Okay, so the same person is called, the same person who is malevolent is called a malefactor. Now we have many more words from mal, and let us discuss them. Another is maladroit. Okay, so adroit we already know, as we had done earlier. Adroit is somebody who is skilled, and the opposite of adroit is maladroit. Okay, unskilled or clumsy. Okay, so maladroit is who cannot do things properly, okay, or in a very clean and neat way, right? So that person is maladroit. So the opposite or the antonym of maladroit is, directly it can be adroit, and maladroit, you know, opposite words. Malady is another word, and malady is something, you know, like a painful situation, or it can be a disease also, anything which is, you know, very painful, evil or sorrowful. Like poverty is called a malady. Poverty is a malady. Okay, so like poverty, there are many maladies which are in many countries. Okay, now something can be malicious. You might know about this word. So malicious is simply harmful. Okay, like a file on your computer which is being downloaded from internet can be malicious, or there can be a malicious software. Okay, so mal here, the root mal is there, which is bad. Okay, okay, the same example we can take here. Malware is a software which is bad. Okay, literally means a bad software. So we have software, and malware is any software which contains viruses or certain unwanted elements which can harm your system. Okay, so malware, literally it's bad software, and it means also something which is, or any program which is bad or it badly affects your system, therefore malware. Okay, and we have many more words, and many are not given in your book also, but it's very easy to identify these words, so I have mentioned just few more, and so that, you know, becomes interesting also, and you become more aware about this particular root. So malnutrition. Okay, so when there is no proper nutrition given to any particular child or person, the situation is called malnutrition. Now malpractice. Okay, like corruption is a malpractice. Any practice which is bad, a bad practice is called a malpractice. So corruption is a malpractice. Maladjusted. Now maladjusted is badly adjusted. and here adjusted means brought up. Brought up. Okay, so any child is there, and if he or she is brought up in a very bad way, okay, maybe his or her parents are fighting, or poverty is there, lack of education is there, there could be many reasons, so that proper upbringing is not possible or has been, done in a very bad way. Okay, so what we call that, that child has been maladjusted. Okay, and then that child is going to cause many problems in his life also, and he will cause problems to the members of society also. Okay, so maladjusted people or children or young people or young adults, anybody maladjusted is mal brought up. Okay, mal contents can be there. Okay, so any book can be there which can have bad contents. Okay, and it depends on the context what you think is bad. Any website can be there on internet which may contain mal contents. Okay, so bad contents. Maladministration. Okay, when the administration is not going smoothly, or when there are malpractices within the administration, then the situation is called maladministration. Okay, malconstruction. Okay, construction can be there, and let's say if the constructors or the workers or the contractors, they have taken a bribe, so they use cheap material, so the entire thing or the entire construction goes wrong, and later on the building or the monument can collapse and can cause the death of many people. So the entire situation is what? There has been a malconstruction. Okay, very bad construction. Now maldistribution is also there. Okay, so there are many policies of the government which are designed for the poor people. Okay, but there are many intermediary steps there, and there are many people involved in the middle or as the mediators, and they then, because of lots of corruption and so many other things, the distribution does not take place properly. Okay, so the situation or the condition what we have, or the condition generated is called maldistribution. Okay, bad distribution. Okay, or the distribution done or not done properly, that is maldistribution. Malfunction can be there. Okay, something is functioning properly and all of a sudden it can malfunction also. So for example, your smartphone can malfunction at times. Okay, when something urgent is there, it can malfunction. Okay, now malodorous. Now mal is bad and odor means smell. Okay, so a person can be malodorous. Okay, so person with bad smell of their body, they are called malodorous. Okay, there can be any animal also which can be malodorous. Any food item can be there which can be malodorous. Okay, certain discharges of industries are also there. Okay, and our sanitation system is also there. When the drainage is open, then also there is malodor, or the thing, that particular thing is malodorous. Okay, so malodor is bad odor. Okay, we have this odor in our word deodorant also. Okay, but deodorant is something which is going to give you the good odor. Okay, or the pleasant odor, right? So we have malodor, which is bad odor. Okay, and we have one interesting word which is malaria. Okay, now malaria is a disease, but how it is named, that is interesting. Now what happened in the earlier times, when malaria, people used to be infected with malaria, people did not know that it was coming from mosquitoes. That is point number 1. And point number 2 is that on the other hand, they thought that this disease is spreading from air. Okay, so now if you look at the root, or in fact 2 roots which are there, malaria. Okay, now area here means something like air, and mal is bad. So when the air is bad, then we have malaria. Okay, so earlier people used to think like that, and that is how people have named this disease as, or this disease as, malaria. And on the contrary, what is true, that the disease malaria is caused by mosquitoes. Okay, and when they bite and they leave certain parasites in the body of people. Okay, so it's caused by mosquitoes. It was discovered quite late, right? But earlier it was thought, or it was believed, that it's coming from something like bad air. Therefore it was named malaria, and still we use this name, although we know that it's not true. Okay, so malaria, okay, bad air, but it's not from bad air, it's from mosquitoes specifically. Okay, so that's the end of our slide today and our session also. So with this we have completed, I think, session number 22, and then I strongly suggest you that you complete the exercises. Okay, in the meantime, if you have any questions, then you can comment also, and you can text on the group also. Okay, so take care all of you, stay safe, and then we meet next time. Bye bye.